How you doing, guys? Welcome. Say hi, Adam, guys.
Dope.
Got another face-to-face game. So, how you been, Adam?
Been alright.
Get ready, get started. Home team this time, Adam.
Yeah.
Go on, start. Yep, it start. All right, now. Ready, F. Adam.
The eyes of the world watching. It's time for the biggest event of the year.
No.
As we're proud
Well,
to
what the
welcome
fuck
you
the
to
Cardinals
Super
gonna do? I
Bowl.
mean,
We've made
everything I'm
this
seeing is like they're taking the O line. I'm like, yeah, we don't need an O line. I mean, our O line's trash, but you can give the little bastard a freaking the best O line ever, and it still wouldn't protect his dumbass. But
Can't protect.
I would focus on defense is where I'm at. They not hit the.
Playing here tonight.
That rule got.
But yeah, it's just like defense. I would go. Who I want Kenneth Grant out of Michigan. That's because they're talking about, oh, we need DT. They're talking about all these other DTs, but letting Kenneth Grant slide to like Baltimore and Pittsburgh and shit like that. I'm like, no, you take the best DT on the board at that point. That's freaking Kenneth Grant.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2. Las Vegas sends out the punt.
I mean, like interior linemen. They're talking. I've seen like the receiver who ran the fastest 40 at the combine at 16. I'm like, no. I don't want any of those guys. The guy I want at 16 is Grant if he's there. If he's not there at 16, then whatever.
Ever long.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson.
Oh, I told Justin and I told Justin why if they pick a fuck guy at 16, I'm done with the Cardinals.
Oh yes, he did.
Alright, I'm sick and tired of seeing the fucking Cardinals drop those bombs and think they're something special. And they're fucking bombs. Yes, Marvin Harrison's a fucking bomb. Paris Johnson's a fucking bomb.
Okay. After.
The past 2 years, first round pick. Took Marvin Paris Johnson and then fucking Marvin Harrison. Yeah, they took Paris Johnson and passed on freaking Will Anderson, the defensive end that they could have had. But no, they traded back with the Texans. And yeah, the way it would have played out, they would have had Will Anderson Jr. on one side of the defense, and freaking now they would have had Josh Sweat on the other side. That's a pretty sick fucking duo. But no, they went overrated Buckeye.
How's it? I'm moving.
And I find it funny that I forgot who it was. It's like NFL Network. One of their analysts is like, oh, taking the kid out of Texas that broke the 40-yard dash time at receiver. I'm like, We're going to take another receiver, which, I mean, we need one. We don't have a number one receiver. No, Harrison's not him. He won't be him. Yeah, it's like, that's not a guy I want. And all this talk about, oh, you know, Travis Hunter, not the best receiver. And he's not the best cornerback. Only reason people think he's the best is because he can do both. It's like, yeah, and that's exactly the same mindset they have for Shohei Ohtani. Oh, he can hit and pitch, so he's the greatest baseball player. No, he's average at both. So, just because you're average at both and can do multiple positions, don't mean you're good.
And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely
Anyway.
against the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the
But
snap.
yeah, it's just like, honestly, I totally forgot I brought up Will Johnson. He's a no one I would take at 16. So.
No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the.
Like the Rays will take Genty.
Yeah, the numbers tell
You
you,
should
kind of just like baseball, you love home
They'll-
runs, you love explosive plays. But
I mean, that's a better pick.
you could keep that
Genty's a better pick.
you can often run it right down
I have,
the throats in the
have
red
Shador.
zone.
Shador should not be a first round pick. Not a first round pick. He shouldn't be a top 10 pick.
The Cardinals kicking team
Yeah,
out,
one.
and they'll put a charge into this one.
I've seen him go like late 20s.
Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. Coverage team
Seen
gets him
burn.
down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. He's going deep this time. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down. Man in motion here. McKee now. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is Henry on second. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third. To throw, McKee.
Ah, crap.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. Matt Prater on for the field goal try. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this
I checked
kick
the bump.
is good. He needed to get all of it there.
You sure?
And that gets them back within 5.
You sure you want to take the points?
Look automatic.
Yeah.
You get this deep.
You don't want to go for it?
Are far from certainty. It took all his concentration,
Gotta take the
every bit
point.
of his strength to send that puppy through.
On the return, here comes Kene Wangu.
You say that now.
This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. It's Benson on the give. He's forward. Gets a couple of yards. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. The give now to Benson. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Running it after the penalty. And he's tackled. First down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the
You got-
receivers don't always
got
like
Kate
it.
again.
It's money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run
Oh.
for a first down
Who you guys
is
broadcasting?
so demoralizing to that defense.
We got Kate.
First down, and they go right back to him.
Let me give you Charles in.
Crosses midfield, still going. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Benson. And they bring him down around the 34. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for
Oh,
those
Kane Brock
opportunities
Hewer.
to
That's who it is.
tackles and keep those legs
Sounds like
pumping.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Milton.
Oh, like on my end, I just heard her go.
Focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds.
Fucking Lyndon Bomb.
Would've
Come
liked
on,
to
man.
have kept that
She's
big
like,
play,
draws back,
but the
pressure on his
officials
way.
say no.
It's like, that's
It's
what I
gotta
want.
come back.
That's what I want to hear. Someone reacting to what's going on, not Milton drops back, throws it. It's like, dude, come on, stop being a robot.
Now Milton to throw. He spins right by him. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But
Big
it's
holes.
sure nice as a
Right.
quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Wow, wide open here, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. Gets to space right side.
Ooh, nice hit.
And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal. They give up the gut to Benson. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. They'll run here following the penalty. Runs it in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals widen their lead to 11 in the 1st. Trey Benson, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Let's see who's on this one.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a
Let's
charge
see.
into this one. Turpin with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. McKee. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking for the back that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here's McKee. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. So they bring Tressway back out there for another punt. And the downhill charge gets there and touches this one right at the 14. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Benson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, it keeps that defense honest.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now a run with Benson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on 1st.
That's fucking holding.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. Here he is on 3rd and long. Cut out left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. This is Benson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd and 8. He'll get this one to Watkins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. Milton now. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Miami. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. To throw, Milton. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's
Probably should have been picked.
Run here with Benson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Benson. He's within striking distance.
Fucking holding call.
And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will
Damn.
stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that. Down inside the 25. Pickup of 7, and they're going to need similar results now. 2nd and 13. Another carry for it. He'll cobble together a yard there. Christian Harris on the stop. Just 1 yard on the play, and they're left with a long 3rd and 12. Benson once more. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. It's a gain of 7 yards, and now it's 4th down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Offense going for it here, 4th and 5. Here's Milton. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down. They'll run here. It's Benson. Is in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals blowing them out in this opening quarter. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot. But on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals go up by 19. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Turpin with a return. And look at this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. This, our last play of the quarter. Throwing here, McKee. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter.
That's actually a good call.
That's the end of one here in
Just,
Super Bowl
yeah, they
59.
completed.
It's an early lead for the Cardinals. We'll return
Okay,
to
JJ.
New Orleans right after this. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. 2nd quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
3rd and long from here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. They're going for this. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And the Cardinals get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Back to the well again.
Oh, shit.
Great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. That one gains 7. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. Back-to-back carries here. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. It's Benson on the give. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Kyle Duggar holding him down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
The give now to Benson. And once again, he
Ran right into a defender.
getting brought down. It's a gain of 2. They're left with 4th and 7. Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And this stays a 19-point game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Massive hit. The ball is out. And the
All right, what's the flag on?
a flag's down
Awesome.
as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, we've
Fuck! I did it again. I hit the wrong. Ah! God damn it!
Got the ball.
I know. I hit the exact same thing last time. I fucking hit the wrong one and forgot that I hit the one that kept you the ball. God damn it! Oh well.
Running once more with Henry.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Ohio State broke their own trophy.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Heard about
Of
that,
course
Adam?
they did, dumbass. Yeah, I seen that.
McKee back to throw.
Dumbasses.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit. Because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. McKee setting up to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Benson on 1st and 10. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Now an inside give to Benson. Breaks out the spin cycle. He's in. Touchdown. The Cardinals making this a laugher before halftime. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Cardinals continue piling on to this lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Turpin with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. McKee looking to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So it'll be 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Ooh, incomplete there on 2nd down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Throw reeled in by Njoku. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. This is Henry on second.
Oh, I totally whooped on the hit.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. It's Henry on the counter. He breaks the tackle. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to it. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Another run for Henry. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first. They toss right side to Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Here's a throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back complete.
Like hitting a fucking brick wall.
I know.
They'll run here with Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Once more, here's Henry. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Only 2 on the carry there, and it's 3rd and goal from the 4. Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Throw is caught by the back. And in for the
Oh,
touchdown.
they gave it to you. I thought I was offsides.
Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just
I thought you was running it, honestly. That's why I went to the outside like that.
Prater for the point after
I was going to try to wrap around, tackle you in the backfield, and
the point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders get it back to a 19-point deficit.
Back routes.
Now Prater on to send it away. Wangu now to return. And he'll break the 15.
I don't know what the hell happened. I just seen LB, I pressed it. I didn't know it was a pitch. Let's see.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They'll try it right with Benson.
Oh,
And they bring him down.
fucking holding.
But there's a flag on the field. But partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's got time here.
fuck. I had him open.
Defense got to him. That's
Just got hit. Ooh.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. The Cardinals out for the punt. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. Ooh, and this
Holy
is a
shit, that's a
rubber.
horrible
He did
punt.
this one well. And they'll down this one a little shy of the 40.
Now, if you'd have fair caught it, it would have been
For the Raiders,
it would have been
as they
even
come up
worse.
1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
After a
Yeah.
2nd-yard gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. A couple of yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Only 1 yard.
Hey, don't forget what we talked about the other night.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Ooh.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Benson once more. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. It's a gain of 4. They're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8. Throwing now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
That's
Wow.
on the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They give up the gut to Benson. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Christian Harris on the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They're going to run and draw here with Benson. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals driving ahead. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. The give now to Benson. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They go play action here. And the defender comes away with it. Kyle Decker makes the play.
He swatted that right to your guy.
No.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw.
That right there is most of my picks right there. Is just getting swatted and going straight to the defender. It's like, are you kidding me?
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the defense
I shouldn't even throw it there. I should have just kept running it. But oh well.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line.
Or at least lop it and put a little bit more touch on it.
But look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
He's going deep. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. McKee now. Foreman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Intended target there was David Njoku. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. Not a great result. Well, for the punt team at least, this one down just inside their 40. First down, ball at the 36. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Has it downfield.
Wow, I don't know how that ball got in there. That should have been swatted.
But that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona. It's Benson on the give. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this.
And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Cardinals get more points to end a lopsided first half. Trey Benson, the touchdown. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock. There he is again in the end zone leading that celebration.
I think they're running out of ways to celebrate.
I think so too.
Right? They work on these things. They love these celebrations. But my gosh, he's made a habit of visiting the end zone. And it's his effort, it's his want to, it's his will that has carried this offense forward for much of the game.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Turpin with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. It's a design boot. He put everything he had into this one.
Oh.
Wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
He's looking deep once again. That one is swatted away, incomplete, but there's a flag down in the secondary, and I think they're going to get somebody here for holding. With 3rd and 10 coming up, they felt comfortable going ahead and declining that penalty. Gotta figure out this third down here. To throw, McKee. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Nearly an interception on that play. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Back to throw it. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Brian Branch has it. And the Cardinals do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the
I didn't want to run it up.
So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. Wangu now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Benson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Christian Harris on the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Now an inside give to Benson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now Milton to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be Raider football. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. McKee. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. Ola couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Henry running to the left. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's McKee. Austin's there to haul it in. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, play call to mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. And now it's 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, That's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throw on third down. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. He'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Benson on 1st and 10. Across the 45 and still going. Through the 35. 20, 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 5 gets him some yards back, but still some ground to cover. 2nd and goal coming up. Another try for Benson. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Running it after the penalty. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's on the line. Gain on 2nd and long, and it leaves them behind the chains on 3rd.
Keep it.
Now a give. It's Benson headed right. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. It's only 1 yard on the run, partner. And that's going to leave him with a tough 4th and goal. Now the field goal unit runs on for its 2nd try tonight. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that makes it a 29-point ball game.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his 1st attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He lets one fly deep downfield.
Damn it.
It's complete inside the 35. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. The result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders trail by 22 now. Now Prater on to send it away. Wangu now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Benson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Throwing off the play fake here. That's caught for the first. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This is Benson. And bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. Now a run with Benson. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Run here with Benson. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Throwing now off play action. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Give left side to Benson. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Throwing with a blitz on the way. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No look finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Benson once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Nothing for them there, maybe 1 yard. That's going to be 4th down. Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. This a 39-yarder. Bates' kick is up
After?
and
Okay.
good. And there goes further to 25 points.
Huh?
That's the type of long,
Earn it.
sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an
Oh,
extra
good
point.
lord.
But they do come away with 3.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. McKee back to throw. That's taken in by Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play.
That's a bad interference on me.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings him 4th and long. They're going for this. Launches one deep downfield.
Oh.
Now that one won't work. It's
Wow.
incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You're not getting any breaks at all, dude. Holy shit.
Defender that cares,
Yeah, I got-
all they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop.
I mean, even with a
And that's exactly what they did.
bad quarterback, your receiver should have caught
We need
that.
to get some positive yardage here. They give up the gut to Benson.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. He's going to take this one from the end zone. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Did too long, that's what happened there. But
They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Throwing here, McKee. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. McKee setting up to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, a run for Henry. Broke through the tackle.
get that big motherfucker down.
That's going to take us to the end of the 3rd.
I know if he gets open, he gone. I ain't got the speed to chase him down. That's how slow my defense is.
It's Raiders football. They need to make up this deficit quick for a chance at the title.
This player may be just as fast as Derrick Henry.
10 from the 42. Running once more with Henry. Again, he hits the 2nd level.
See? Right on cue. Right on fucking cue.
Making the scoreboard look a touch better. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. There's time to chime chide him about poor tackling later, Brock.
And I probably will.
And you probably will. Coach probably will give him an earful about it as well. But let's not let the missed tackle take away from excellent effort he had on that run.
Tackle? That dude got fucking ran over.
Okay, I think it's the key and open the door for that touchdown. As soon as he slipped that stop, his mind was focused on one thing and one thing, the end zone.
Now Prater on to send it away. Wangu now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. The give now to Benson. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
5th time being offsides, dude. Like, what the fuck? He didn't do it again, did he?
And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Holy shit, dude. Stay on back on sides.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. It's Benson on the give. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
What the fuck is going on with Duggan?
He was offsides at the
Dugan, whatever you say his name.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll run with Benson. And they try to power right forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Let's probably get picked. Oh well.
Back now, pressure on its way. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a
Thank
surprise
God.
break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Bunting, you
Guess I
got
threw it
that.
too hard. What the
It'll
hell?
be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And he doesn't put much height or distance on this one. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. McKee looking to throw.
Ah, crap.
Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Levante David. And the Cardinals return the interception close to the red zone.
I think you had your tight end wide open, dude. I blew that
There's some
coverage.
serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing?
Whoever you had on a corner route on the right side was open. Because me and the slot cornerback took the same guy underneath.
Hand off headed left to Benson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Shit.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down. Running it after the penalty. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
They'll run. It's Benson. They only manage a yard, but that was enough as this drive rolls on.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Shit.
Lateral goes haywire. It's out.
I didn't fucking pitch that.
To it. The 50. 30. The 10.
That was huge for you.
For a touchdown.
See that one.
The
Yeah.
Raiders get it back to
I don't know who the
within
fuck
2
hit me, but god dang.
They come up with a stand in
I don't think I've ever seen a ball fly like that on a hit.
They were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do
Sheesh.
even more
Hit you.
damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and
Say
score.
what?
I think
Saying
you
a
can read
bit.
the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There
Oh,
was no thought
yeah.
to just fall on that
Like,
one.
he got rocked and that ball went flying.
All the way down the field at the other end zone.
I don't think you pitch at all.
Worked in unison to set up a massive
No, I didn't. My fingers wasn't even close to the RB or LB.
After fumbling that away, but they're gonna get it right
My
back.
fingers underneath the left trigger button. Like, I'm not even close to the bumper.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
After last game, yeah, I'm making sure my finger's away from that button.
They're out and set, first and 10. Here's a give to Benson. And he found some running room for a nice
Benson's
gain.
a fucking beast.
That did not show up on any explosive stat sheet.
That's the kid out of
That's
Florida
the real
State.
deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
He's
He'll go down and we'll say right
230?
at the 9-yard line.
like 225, 230,
That's good for 7
93
yards.
speed.
And that's a Cardinals first down.
Yeah. For that size, yeah. I mean, he's
To him again. And
he's
caught behind
about
the
the
line.
I was gonna say about the same type of player as Henry. I think Henry's like 240, 250 with like 90 something speed, which is insane.
You can feel it from the jump.
Power.
And that call from the defense,
Yeah.
it came at the perfect
I
time.
used to go for all the like the smaller guys that have like 99 speed, but like a buck 50 or some shit. And I'm like, nah, I forgot who I was playing with. What running back I had. And I noticed like he had like Chase Brown from Cincinnati. He had like 94 speed but he weighed like 230, 235 or something. And I'm like, wait a minute, he's built like that and he's got the speed. Oh shit, I didn't realize that was fourth down. I thought it was third. I'm like, shit, let me try him out, and dude, it was like, holy fuck.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Got him, man. It's the joke.
Oh, good juke. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Alright. I got locked back in. Holy shit, dude. What a fucking juke.
You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him?
And they pick him off again. Picked off by Levante David.
Ah. Oh, man.
He's off to the races.
I see somebody hawking me down. No, sir. I seen Derek Haley's big ass coming down. I'm like, shit.
Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge stop for me, though.
No, I don't think it's the first thing on the audience mind as they get ready to run it, but it's definitely on the defensive mind.
Damn, that changed the game right there.
They're looking for opportunities to affect the score, and this time they were able to.
That scoop and score you had. Ooh, get off me.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
I gotta play smart here now.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a run with Benson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Has him running the comeback. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. The run here with Benson. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. They give on second to Benson. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. So that's the second one used by the defense in this half. He's back to throw. Caught on the comeback route. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
If I told you I'm completing these passes with the sideline view.
A good chunk of your third downs.
Oh,
Nice
that's
find there to continue the series.
Yeah, I'm using the broadcasting view to make these passes.
Benson on 1st and 10.
Oh yeah, it's tough because you can't see downfield. You just gotta, know the timing and trust your guy's gonna be open. So it's kind of blind. That's how I run the ball. It doesn't matter. I don't know why. Fuck. As I say, I run the ball better with this view, but man, I'm getting stuffed right now. The run game is. I mean, I thought it was a little early for it, but me personally, I would have waited until after the 2-minute warning.
Benson once more, and they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. Only 1 yard on the run.
user.
They're going to need to pull a rabbit out of the hat, Brock, on this third and very long.
Well, I mean, here's the thing is though, if you use them before the 2-minute warning, all I gotta do is get a first down and it's over. Whereas if you waited until after the 2-minute warning, I still gotta worry about you. That's a holding call. I would have to still worry about those 3 timeouts. So, but I mean, I get it. I get why you did it.
The officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back.
Fucking 31. You fuckers stop holding.
Looking to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown.
I just threw that one up.
That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does,
13.
and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one.
Yeah, that play there, I actually switched to one of the regular cameras from behind the line of scrimmage. Like I'm like I gotta get a first down here. Yeah, I seen him open. I'm like, well, he's open. Throw it.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. McKee now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does.
I mean, Ash probably could have been called interference on me.
Defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. To throw, McKee. And that one is dropped. Such great work.
Bro, you can't catch a break. Holy shit.
And that deep shot is missed.
Where? You hit him.
David Njoku, the guy he was looking for.
I mean, dude, he's just wide open and like, oh, blink.
Looking to throw it. Try and push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Cardinals.
Yep, that's game right there. That's game.
4th interception of the night.
4 picks, 1 game.
I knew
I get it. They
God
got
couldn't
all been his fault, but it
couldn't do it.
Dude, you would be surprised.
It's about time to limit things to short, easy passes.
Like, I'm surprised that my guys kept up with him as best as they did. Don't you have DK on this team too?
He went to.
I thought you had DK on all your teams.
1st and 10.
That's
Oh
it.
shit.
Hell of a jump.
They give up the gut to Benson. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
Oh, Calvin
7
Austin.
yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15 plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, that defense down there, Brock, they got to be tired of hearing this guy's name, but we sure are tired of saying it. This is now the single most
At least
productive
close to me.
game by one guy in league history. He's got more
Yeah, I mean, the 2 turnovers at the end really.
produced.
Kind of felt this was coming with how productive he's been, but as you say that, man, I am
Yeah.
smiling ear to ear. So rare to ever see one
That's what it
player.
looks
I mean,
take over a game he has
I
today.
honestly, I kind
He's
of,
been unstoppable.
I totally didn't go full force there. Like, I'm like, dude, you ain't got no quarterback, so I'm like, I'm just gonna,
Arizona is your
you know, I kind of went to one dimensional and it actually worked out for me. But if you had Jamin Daniels, that would have been a different story.
I didn't realize till now.
Yeah. But
I checked the tape before we go. Here on.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell awarding a hard-earned Lombardi Trophy to the Arizona Cardinals, your champions of Super Bowl 50.
It's a logo, huh? Knows that?
So that's a wrap.
Microphone?
On another incredible year of NFL
thousands?
coverage here on EA
Oh, yeah.
Sports. It was a memorable and very fun first year in the booth for myself and my partner in crime here, Mr. Brock Heward. Until next season, I'm Kate Scott. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and good night from New
That's for the
Orleans.
Raiders.
oh yeah.
That's pretty.
Holy shit, dude. I ran the ball 80 fucking times with fucking Trey Benson. Holy shit. I did not think I ran it that fucking much.
They only
I still threw 22 times. Like, holy
three-
shit.
we're out to the. Though.
Yeah. But, I mean, what helped you get the offense going was running the ball with Derrick
Yeah.
Henry. I mean, once you started running the ball, it's like, That's what helped. And then, like, obviously the fucking fumble I had for this, scoop and score. That's what really turned the game around for you, and then just kind of came up short.
Completions.
I mean, that your average. I mean, it's kind of yeah, I can tell that type of passing actually works, especially if you're a run heavy offense, which you normally are.
Yeah.
Run heavy, so I mean, you passing it for like 5 yards average kind of helps with the running game.
Not simple.
Yeah.
I don't use it,
So
but
yeah, but I mean I don't know what it is with you, but when we started playing Madden, you was like run heavy. You would have ran the ball fucking times before you threw it.
I always wearing you out.
Yeah, I mean that shit happens in this game now. Run the fucking ball, wear out the lineman. So
Here, YouTube, so